Hey there, everyone. This is a real impromptu, completely outside of myself decision to do a live stream just now. I had received a Facebook message from my eldest son's girlfriend she sent me this newspaper article that was posted online, and it is about a guest that I had on the channel, here on my channel, almost exactly 1 year ago. It was January 29th, and the guest was Robert Green of Amherst Computer and Typewriters. I think it's Computer and Typewriters, or Typewriters and Computer. It was an absolutely wonderful interview, only 38 minutes long. And I wanted to share with you what is going on with the couple, in hopes that you will find it in your heart to donate a little something to their GoFundMe campaign. So you're seeing this picture right here of this beautiful antique typewriter in front of this store in Amherst, Massachusetts. And it's one of the last remaining places where Robert actually he refurbishes vintage typewriters, as well as refurbish them, he repairs them. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick read of the article. Amherst, a longtime business owner in downtown Amherst, is getting financial support to help him cope with his spouse's illness. Friends and supporters of Robert and Dorothy Green recently launched the GoFundMe campaign for the family, which has owned Amherst Typewriter and Computing at 41 North Pleasant Street since 1976. Their aim is to collect $5,000 to help Robert Green with expenses related to getting to Boston, where Dorothy is in critical care unit with a neuromuscular disease at Massachusetts General Hospital. Demetria Shabazz, a friend of the Greens, launched the GoFundMe campaign after phone conversation with Robert Green. In a statement, Shabazz said, "The campaign is an opportunity to help our neighbors and friends in need and give back to a couple that have given so much to the Pioneer Valley." Ingrid Askew, who has known the Greens since her arrival in the area in 1978, observes that the Greens have overcome racial intimidation in the past, including in the late 90s when a window was shattered at his business and other incidents occurred, promoting residents to organize the Not in Our Town coalition. Bob and Green are beloved elders in this community and have been constant and resilient business owners in Amherst for over 35 years, Askew said. In 2011, the community also stepped up to help Green when the business faced eviction. And so that is the remaining of the article. And let me see if I can get to the GoFundMe campaign. So here is the GoFundMe campaign, and that is the illustrious Mr. Robert Green. I have in the description link below an actual link to our 38-minute video interview. He was over the phone because, you know, he wasn't able to figure out the mechanics of the software, and that's fine. A lot of, you know, I have trouble with it. Luckily, I had someone to help. I wanted to go ahead and get his interview, put up. My son's girlfriend, Mariella, who is just a sweetheart, and I love her dearly. She wasn't able to get back over there to get the software set up, so we just did the interview over Zoom, over the telephone. And so far, they've raised $4,606. So they're getting pretty close to their goal. And hopefully they will go above and beyond the goal. And you can see here is what Ms. Shabazz has put up for the campaign. And the link to the interview is actually the link to the interview that I did with Mr. Green. And I encourage you to check out the video. And, you know, I know that they are in Amherst, Massachusetts, probably nowhere local to any of you guys, and definitely not local to me. However, I'm a big believer that all of us on this planet, we are here together, and should be encouraged to help one another however we can. You know, we live in an age where they call it the global community. And I just thought that I would appeal to my viewers to, you know, if you have $5, $10, basically his wife is at Massachusetts General Hospital, and he in Boston, and he wants to be able to, you know, be there to be close to her, and which is completely understandable. You know, when you've been married to someone over 40 years, it's like they're a part of you. And you just check out the interview. Let me see if I can, here we go. So this is, I'll give you just a little bit of a snippet from the interview. Let's see. I have to turn the speaker on, and get him on a conversation. So Robert, take it away.
Yes. Well, my name is Robert Green, and I'm the gentleman that she was speaking of, and I am owner and operator and of Amherst Typewriter and Computer. I've been in business for since 1976. I found out early that this was my calling. I'm not just some people refer to me as a typewriter repairman, but I've been certified by most of the typewriter manufacturers, and they call us customer engineers. Now, I have been a fix-it person since I was a kid. I really didn't know that I had this calling to deal with typewriters. But at one point in my life, I was unemployed at 16 years old without an education. And I grew up till I was 15 in Georgia, and I came to Massachusetts unskilled and uneducated, and I ended up looking for a job, as people normally do in the South. You're either going to be going to school or working. You're not going to be idle when the sun rises. So that was ingrained in me, and I went out looking for a job one day, and I happened to see. I got frustrated and it was in despair somewhat because I kept getting rejected. And the economic situation, especially for young African Americans, was somewhat like it is now, only worse. There were no jobs. But I happened to see a group of young African Americans congregated around a building, and I assumed that they were hiring them there. So I went in to inquire, and sure enough, to my benefit, it happened to be a training center.
So I'm going to leave that there and encourage you to go ahead and visit the link below and listen to Robert's story. It is amazing. And the reason why I call him a treasure, they're typewriters. You know, we're so used to, you know, the electronic nature of computers, but there is something special, organic, special about the typewriter. And he is one of the very few remaining people who are basically certified to refurbish typewriters, to take care of typewriters. And my son actually bought a typewriter out of his shop and was inspired by all of that, and actually took the typewriter, and I'm not sure if it was that typewriter that he purchased, or I think it was actually a typewriter that he purchased off of eBay. Having never touched a manual typewriter before, actually took the entire typewriter apart, figured out what was wrong with it, and went on to research, navigate, and research, and repaired the typewriter himself. And all of this because he was inspired by Robert Greene. So please check out the interview. Again, the link is below. And also, please donate whatever you can from your heart to the campaign that was set up on the behalf of the Greenes, of the Greene family. The Shabazz family set it up for the Greene family. So if you can donate to them, that would be a wonderful, wonderful blessing and a wonderful way to start your new year off to help support a fellow human being in their time of need. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. I was just here to let you know about my former guest, Robert Greene, who is the owner operator of Amherst Typewriter and Computing. He has an incredible story that, you know, is part of our collective history in this country. So go ahead and check it out. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I wish you peace and great bliss. I wish you much love, happiness, and support. Until next time, keep going. And please remember, please check out the description box below to see the link to the original interview and to see the link to the GoFundMe campaign. And please give from your heart, whether it's $5, $10, or even just $1. Give whatever you can. Until next time, keep going.